we have a special magic command here called development kit. So it installs you. Then you are given this particular Epstein. I don't think Epstein is a good this is a good forum to talk about Epstein. So maybe you can ask about uh, what did Google do when it comes to airdrop? Maybe you can ask such a question, and because I think there was something to do with airdrop that happened a couple of days ago. So you can now see, first you're given a diagram here about what just went on with this particular agent. I gave it text, and you're able to trace what was going on. Like here, you give text, and then there are 195 tokens that came, and I think 195. And then there's all this text. So you're just able to get a readout of what's going on with your model and how long the tokens, how long it took to generate the tokens as well, just for the sake of understanding what is going on behind the hood. So yeah, and ADK makes it very friendly to look into all this. And yeah, so I can just read for you the first paragraph here. Google has recently made its quick share feature, previously known as nearby share, interoperable with Apple's AirDrop, enabling direct file sharing between certain Android devices and Apple devices. This development allows users to seamlessly transfer photos, videos, and other files to Pixel 10 phones and iPhones and Macs. So also, another thing about using these large language models is hallucination, and how you mitigate that is adding the search. Like that's why I keep on showing you search. This is just a way of making sure your model is up to date, and it won't complain that, hey, I was trained like 2 days ago. Just like I finished training like 2 days ago. I don't have access to this information. Yeah, so that's how you deal with that. So obviously, if you interact, my system is very, very small. Not so much is going on, as you can see. It's just two inputs, and I've just given instructions of how this agent should act and some of the tools it has access to. And this looks very similar to a framework called Crew AI, which basically has this kind of initialization and how you put together your agents. So that is the ADK framework for you guys. So another way of standardizing this whole way of using large language models and tools is something called the Model Context Protocol. And this was developed by Anthropic. And many people have accepted that this is sort of like the USB Type-C for connecting like large language models to tools, which is just literal functions. Then I gave an explanation about that. And here I am using the FastMCP library to do the tool call. But before I do that, I need the terminal to run the server. So you'll need your server to be running. So this is just like running Bash, but now in Colab. So this server should be running, and then if it starts up, okay, it started up, you can now run this particular function, which helps me get the exchange rate of from USD to euro. And here, if I have an amount of 1, its conversion to euro is 0.9 euros. So these are the kinds
Okay,
of
Ben.
tooling you can do with MCP.
Ben.
But the one that is a bit more interesting is this one to do with that I deployed in Hugging Face. This one is private, unfortunately. But again, if you look at what I've provided here, at least
Ben,
from the notebook and the resources that we provide, you'll easily be able to make something like this. And now this is just a server where I can just run a couple of AT services in a unified dashboard like this. And the cool thing about this library I'm using, it's called Gradio, is that all you just focus on is maybe writing the functionality, and then it has very interesting or very cool methods to be able to convert maybe your dashboard into, or parts of or components within your system to be an API or a model context protocol, and it makes it very easy. These are just arguments that I set to true, and I was able to get this, first of all, the API documentation in these kinds of flavors: Python, JavaScript, and Curl. So I could also be able to send SMS through this particular server and all these other things. But the one that I want to talk more about is this MCP, because now if you have this URL, you can now put it in something like VS Code or Casa or Windsurf or all these particular, what do you call it? So Hugging Face MCP server. No, this is the actual Hugging Face MCP server. Sorry. So this is the server I have. So I gave my VS Code the URL and some authentication credentials. So I can actually ask some of the things, the, oh, maybe you can just say, uh, what's my wallet balance? Let's just not even make it super direct. And then you can use this model called Claude Haiku by Anthropic. And let me just see what's going to happen. The bad thing is I've given it this file as context, so I might get into trouble with that particular command. So I gave it something as vague as what's my wallet balance. And since it has this MCP server available, it was able to identify the tool. Like this guy wants to use a tooling within his MCP server, and then it obviously asks you. So fetches current wallet balance from the Africa stocking account. So this is actually part of my documentation that I provided. That's why it's able to show me that. And then when I run that, yeah, so there is a problem with my server. Yeah, seems I have a problem with my server, but yeah, you can run some of those, that functionality from the MCP server just in your coding environment. To the server. Okay, so I'm seeing over here there seems to be an issue. Okay, well, I've been running for a while, so you guys let me know when the issue is fixed. In the meantime, okay, it has been resolved. Thank you. So let's jump into the next section. Let's just close this server. This other section I'll just give maybe an introduction of agent to agent protocol and agent to payments. So these are just ways. Okay, this first one is a way for agents to communicate with each other and collaborate, right? So this framework helps you do that, but unfortunately I can't dive deep into it because already I'm covering like a lot of material already, and it'll take me even more time to go through this. So if you can just open this in Colab at your own time and be able to go through the example, and hopefully we'll have a session where an expert will talk about this A to A protocol, and you can be able to basically have agents like collaborate and do very complicated things, like maybe operate your browser as an example, among other things. And then the agent to payment is just a way of giving the agents the ability to now pay or to access, or let's say something like pay for a particular service as an example. So there there's a way of doing it fully autonomously. There's another way where you can actually set it up in such a way that for each to do the payment, it has to prompt the human. So it's the human in the loop kind of uh, feedback system, and be able to initiate the payment. So maybe it can pay something in Jumia for you as an example. Yeah, but again, unfortunately, this one I won't be able to go through it in depth, away from the that word, away from going. I really can't go through this in depth just because for the sake of time. But again, I give like links to how to do it. So for the prompt API, moving into like now offline solutions. So I've already shown you one where I was using something called Olama, which is something that helps me run large language models like within my computer. It uses something called Llama CPP, so to be able to do that. And these are now other solutions that you can use. Prompt API, I've provided some links to that where you can just test it out. But now here we'll be using this web LLM product. So what happens here is you're running this particular large language models in the browser. So it's loaded, like the weights are loaded. Also, that means the whole model is loaded within your browser. And then they have instrumented it in such a way that you can just talk to the various kinds of models. Like within this particular system, you can talk to DeepSeek, Gemma, Hermes, Llama, Mistral, Phi, Quen. Yeah, there's a very big lineup. But unfortunately, in this configuration, you'll always run into errors. So you're better off just running this in the browser, like the normal way, because this one will obviously give me the error of this, but this normally works. And the cool thing about this is you can just read more about it in the documentation, but this is all running in the browser. And as you can see here, so I'd encourage you to look into this URL, chat.webllm.ai, to use your models within the browser. And this is related to now the prompt API, where someone from Google provided an example of how to run a to-do list app now with the prompt API and actually get some work done. And like we've said before, you can actually run Node within this kind of system. And as you can see here, I've actually installed, and I was trying to run some of the code already over here, but I think I got distracted, and there's some parts where I probably omitted. That's why this didn't work so well. But since there's a terminal, you can run this in the terminal as opposed to this particular kind of configuration. Otherwise, that's the presentation, guys. I've given you an overview about like the Google, about machine learning in general, with some definitions from what a model is, what machine learning is, uh, neural network architectures. We've gone through very common uh, machine learning tasks using the Google APIs, and we've converted that to now using one model called Gemini. And we've looked at a couple of use cases where we can now extending the use case of the large language model by adding functions. We've now looked at now we've also looked at a protocol called model context protocol, which helps standardize that process, and you don't need to keep on writing functionality over and over again. Then there's the agent to agent protocol and agent to payment. Those are just again extensions of how you can add more tooling to your agents, and the offline solutions like the one I provided. But again, if you deploy this in Google Cloud, you can be able to use those services, or even make a whole business with that whole configuration I shared. Yeah, that's that when it comes to this presentation, and I can take questions now. Okay, does anyone have any burning question to they want to give? I don't see any questions. Yeah. So
Does anyone
since
have a question for Ben?
I don't see any questions in the chat here. I'll move back to MK. Thanks for okay. Roadmap. Okay, there's a question in the chat here. So I'm being asked for a roadmap to get started with machine learning. Uh, oh, that is a very broad question, but I'd say I read a lot of books. So I'd start with Grokking, Grokking Machine Learning by Luis Serrano. That's a good book. And if you like videos, the same Luis Serrano has videos about machine learning and teaching machine learning like in a more digestible manner. So I'd say you can look into his channel. Uh, so there's this channel. So the first book I've recommended is Grokking Machine Learning by Luis Serrano. and basically his academy called Serrano Academy on YouTube, where you can learn more about the basics of machine learning. Or yes, I think that's a good place to start. And you can always reach out to me if you need more resources to do with this, because I think I wrote a blog post about this in the past. I just don't remember what blog it was, because I think I've lost my URLs uh, over here. Okay, I think I can call it. I can safely say, yeah, thanks for the questions. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully, it has been really fruitful for you. Yeah, can't wait to check you get what you guys are gonna make like in the next couple of days, and also interacting with you in the Slack channel. So if that's the case, like back to you guys in the coast, MK and the team.
Thank you so much, Ben. Um, let's appreciate Ben. Yes. Ben has requested that if you have any more questions, or maybe questions that you get when you maybe tomorrow, feel free to send them on the Slack channel. And due to this, may I ask how many people are on the Slack channel? Okay. The rest, when do you, what's stopping you from joining? Oh, the link expired. Okay, okay. Okay, let me do this. Uh, let me, okay. Let me share a new one, but then I'll need your addresses. I'll need your email addresses so I can send out the invite. Okay, let me generate that link now. Good. So let me share that Slack channel link in the chat. Um, the new one. So you can use the link bit.ly bit.ly/at. Let me type it. There's a chat. Okay, let me use my laptop. Yes, so you can use this link to join the Slack channel. So in there you'll find hundreds, possibly thousands of developers. And when you have any issue with not just any issues, not just with any of the courses that we are doing right now, but also any of our APIs, you can post your question there. Yeah. Yeah. So up to this point, anyone who's unable to access it? Can form something, the four of you. The four of you. Yeah. Anybody with a question? Yes.
What if we can do it with the people who are running the program? Can we do it with the people who are running the program?
Whether you can do it with the people that are running the program. Like the audience, or do you mean like the? Oh, sure, sure. Like you need like to debug together, or do you want to form a team with them,
And to form a team.
or form a team? Uh, yes. Actually, there's someone who wants you in their team. Would you love to join them? You join their team. Sure. Nice. Let's clap. Let's clap for. Yes. So please make sure that you're in a team and yeah, and build together. Don't leave anyone out. Let everybody do something. Yeah. As for the team online, you can also start building. There are multiple challenges that are there. Oh, okay, my browser is frozen. Yeah, so for the people online, there are multiple challenges that are there that you can start working on. They are in the Google Colab. That is for module 3, module 4, 6, 7. Yeah.
Let me not be sad, just one more something. Oh, she ain't